Hi there, this is Oliver Gillis from FatToFitReview.com. This short video is going to be about healthy ways to lose weight, so we can get you losing them pounds, but healthily, as opposed to any crash diets or any pills or anything to that nature really. So one of the initial points and one of the most fundamental points is setting yourself realistic goals. You may have heard of the saying, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Essentially, it's just that. If you don't actually prepare a plan initially about how you're going to lose weight, then you are setting yourself up for failure, really. So, see the second point here I've made is conduct a weight and fitness audit of yourself. So essentially what this means is kind of investigate where you are at now with your fitness. Could you do a 10-minute run on the running machine? Could you walk up the stairs? Do an audit of yourself. What type of weight are you at the moment? How much are you eating? And then, after you've done that initial audit, set yourself some realistic goals. Realistically, if you're 21 stone and can't walk up the stairs, then a goal of running the marathon next week is not gonna cut it. You need to initially do that audit, find out where you are, and then set yourself realistic goals after that. Goal setting is one of the most independent and fundamental points to losing weight. The actual process of losing weight is not rocket science. Essentially, weight loss is calories in minus calories burned. That will dictate your weight, your current weight. If you're taking in more calories than you're burning, then you're going to put more weight on. If you're taking in less calories than you're burning, then obviously you're going to lose weight. The healthiest way to lose weight is calorie control and exercise. So it's essentially counting calories and exercising. Now, if you're in the UK, it's been made legislation now that every piece of food that you buy from a shop actually has to have the calories on the front, and actually has to say how much of your recommended daily allowance of calories that piece of food makes up. I don't know if it's the same in America, but if it is, it just makes it that much more easier to actually count how many calories you're actually taking in. But either way, it's relatively easy to do it as well. All you got to do is type into Google calories for an apple or calories for a chocolate bar or whatever. But it is totally illegal for a firm not to put how many calories there are. Even on a menu now, even if you go to McDonald's, there will be calories there. So calorie counting is not that hard to do. And exercise, generally, if you go into Google or even if you go to the gym, most actual pieces of equipment will tell you how many calories you're burning. So the key is really to take in less calories and burn more. Now, other concepts that will speed up your weight loss. When I done my dissertation on obesity, one area that I found didn't have too much exposure, it's quite a small area, but it can make such a massive difference to when you're trying to lose weight, is an area called satiety. Essentially what this is what it basically means is how much a food will fill you up. So for example, if you eat potatoes are renowned for not having that many calories but actually filling you up. So what I'll suggest you do is type into Google Satiety Index. It will come up with the top 50 foods that will actually fill you up but don't contain that much calories. Another second point as well, to obviously increase your healthy weight loss, is increasing your actual basal metabolic rate. And what your basal metabolic rate is, it is basically how much weight you're actually, not how much weight, but how many calories you're burning when you're actually at rest. So how many calories you're burning when you're asleep or when you're just sitting down. This actually increases when you exercise. So essentially what happens, say you were going down the gym and pumping weights, or say if you're going down the gym and started running, your body will build up more muscle. And the more muscle you build up, the more calories you burn off when you rest. So essentially, if you can increase your basal metabolic rate, it means when you're resting, you're burning more calories. When you're even exercising, you're burning more calories as well. So that's kind of one of the added benefits of exercising as well. I would say the most important element of weight loss is motivation. One of the reasons why people look for shortcuts, whether it's diet pills or drastic surgery, is they can't motivate themselves to stick to one routine and lose weight. I mean, there are literally millions of different systems that work, but I'd say the secret of the methodology to actually losing weight is sticking to one. I mean, you could essentially just stick yourself to a rowing machine an hour a day, and look what you're doing in terms of calorie counting, and you would lose weight. But it's just sticking to that one system, and having the motivation to stick to that one system. Now I've got a free video that's on my blog, which is located at www.fat2fitreview.com. You can see it there. It's www.fat-2-fit-review.com. There's a free video that's on the homepage of the blog. You'll see it as soon as you go on there. But it's about 8-9 minutes long, and it's all about setting goals, and goal setting. It's written by well, it's not written. It's produced by a guy called Ray Burton, who's helped around 5,000 people lose weight with a course called Fat to Fit. Which is what I used initially when I sort of hit a fat plateau, not a fat plateau, but a plateau in my exercise. So go on there, have a little look at the video, watch it. It will give you some good ideas, and it should really help you motivating yourself when it comes to weight loss. So I hope that helped. Anyway, take care. Bye.